Good morning, friends, and welcome to another installment of Cinemanalysis. As always, I'm your host, Mathius Thomastic, professor of transgressive media. And again, as always, I'd like to begin by thanking our sponsor, Dago's Deli. Get meaty! I also want to thank all of you who are joining us here at our new time slot, 3 a.m. Sunday morning. I have a very special installment for you this evening. Tonight, we are going to talk about what I consider to be one of the most groundbreaking pieces of horror cinema to come out in the 100 years that it has been a film genre. We are going to talk about Alvin and the Killmunks. Friends, I know you've seen the film. I know you've seen that we've shared the links, and there's been tremendous interest of it online. 10, 12 comments. It was unbelievable. It was the biggest reaction we've ever seen of anything we've ever screened. It is a story of two brothers, and I could go on about the genius of the casting alone. I know we haven't even gotten into the dynamic of the narrative yet, but you need two brilliant actors to carry an entire narrative. I'm sure my faithful viewers that have seen the film immediately piece together the juxtaposition of those dichotomous elements that we find in all metaphysical analyses of cinema. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? These brothers come upon a large poster, the visage of childhood innocence and the potential for mischief. On the evening of the first day, the elder brother produces a meal for the two of them. They eviscerate their dinner. There is only one way to describe it. I mean, it is at once beautiful and terrible. It is satisfying and nauseating, and I couldn't stop rewinding that portion. I am so thrilled we live in the time that we do, where the YouTubes allow me to correct where I'm at and move forward and move back and speed up and post and blog. And really, I mean, it's beyond textbook. Textbook would reduce this to the kind of mindless, mass-produced Hollywood garbage that clearly you see myself and, of course, my faithful viewers, we eschew with great aplomb. While they are satisfying their hunger, something transcendent and mysterious and metaphysical happens, and you know how much I enjoy that, and you know how much I enjoy those words, and will use them every chance I get. All through the bunny rape scene, and most notably with the score, so wonderfully crafted, the dissonant tones and disjointed. Who you talking to at this hour? Ma! I'm taping my show! You ruined the fucking take! Disjointed rhythms and awkward melodies. This poor, innocent pet, carefully nurtured, protected, shielded, and yet defenseless despite it being in this enclosure, which again is a clear Jungian metaphor for our need to be in a home and to be complete and to find ourselves in other people. And it's so interesting that that becomes potently transgressive when it's transmitted with an animal and a fake chipmunk. When I saw Alvin, you remember Alvin from your childhood, when I saw Alvin penetrate a pet rabbit forcefully, repeatedly, poetically, beautifully, I was transported in that way, jarred in that way, as when I first saw Antichrist, or Poltergeist, or heard Vanilla Ice. A hand washing in a bathroom. And no spoilers, but it is indeed very Hitchcockian. Yes, it's very Hitchcockian. We see the elder brother open the bathroom mirror, revealing a medicine cabinet, bottles lining every shelf, and we can see there's some heavy-duty scripts in there. I know my good viewers know as well as I do what many of those prescriptions are, and for, and why they're so necessary. And then we get this tripartite illuminated reflector, fracturing his psyche for us to see in a brilliantly Freudian moment, where he is at once his id, his ego, his superego, his Alvin, his Simon, his Theodore. I can't stop effusing. I feel as though I just can't hold it back. Perhaps you can see, good friends, I haven't been my focused self this morning. I tipped my hand a little bit early on. We have a tremendous surprise here today. This is even bigger than the time that I met the inspiration for the character that was in the background of the barrel murder scene in Jason Takes Manhattan. Do you remember how I got about that? This is even bigger than that. We have these young Turks, these genius auteurs of 21st century extreme cinema, here with us tonight. The writer, creator, directors, producers, stars of Alvin and the Killmunks are here with us in our humble space. Cinemanalysis has never been so blessed. We're gonna cut to that Dago's Deli commercial and get that appetite satisfied. I know you heard the borborygmi word of the day. We'll be right back.
Dago's Deli. Good fucking meat.
I'm sorry, look at I'm already gushing. I want to thank both of you for coming on to our show this morning. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your presence here. I hope that you will find your experience on Cinemanalysis to be as intellectually satisfying as your film was to myself and my friends.
Thanks.
Happy to be here.
To start off, the concept is so rich, it's so inviting of the kind of analysis that we enjoy. I wonder, how did you arrive at the concept for this film? What struck you? And also, that sublime title. Could you describe the moment when it occurred to you?
We went to the movies, and we were supposed to get a movie poster for one movie, but they were out of it, so we had, they gave us Alvin the Chipmunk posters. So we hung it up in my room, and...
Yeah, and then he wrote the script for it, and I said, that's stupid, but then he got the costumes, so I just made it, I guess.
Yeah.
I find that to be fascinating, like everything you guys are doing. I did have another question concerning the selection of the chipmunks for symbolism, but you do seem to have answered that already. So we can move on, it's okay. I was talking with my friends earlier in the show and noted how brilliant the casting was. The two lead characters so effective, so much alike, and yet so different. Tell us, how difficult was the casting process?
I'm his friend.
Yeah.
I'm just got my brother. Looks like me.
Longer hair.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. And now we get into the pith of things. The bunny rape. Earlier, when I was speaking with my friends, I alluded to it being the most transgressive moment in the denouement of the first act. I have so many questions, but was the use of the bunny to represent the Jungian archetypes of nature and fertility, was that a conscious choice or more of a Dali-esque paranoid critical construction?
It's just my pet. I have a pet rabbit. And we used it in the movie. Is this a promotion?
And since that last question didn't really provide the kind of cinemanalysis I was looking for, perhaps this one might, and we'll get right into it with the bunny rape. Just a few more. You seem anxious. Relax. Clearly a fascinating scene. I will likely write a book on it, which is why I need this. So please, indulge me. Ruggiero Deodato, Umberto Lenzi. I'm sure these are names familiar to you too, and I'm sure you're familiar with the controversy surrounding their films. Well, this scene reminded me of that type of bravery, and I wondered who gave that bravura performance, who was the brave soul in the chipmunk costume, and more pointedly, was the bunny actually raped?
No, I'm sorry. No.
He was in a suit. We did not rape a bunny. No, we did not rape. No.
Well, I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not disappointed, but it was still tremendously effective. Thank you. Gentlemen, our time is winding down. Yes, that is the sun you see rising behind me. I have to know, so I will out with it. The ending is transparently, albeit effectively, critical of eliminative materialism, but did you plan for it to also subvert the foundations of ontological commitment?
We have to get Brian to screen this. This is the third time this week.
What is
Was that a word?
Ontological!
Alvin and the Killmunks comes out next week.
If anyone's even watching this, Alvin and the Killmunks.
It's coming out. That's all.
We're okay. All right. Let's just. I'm sorry. I can't. Thank you.
But no, wait. Friends, we appear to be experiencing technical difficulties. Well, you know, that's just, that's the art world, and that's the mind of the auteur. I can see from the red flashing battery symbol on my iPhone that our time has come to pass. Please, friends, join me again in our next installment. That's 2 weeks from tonight, 3 a.m. Sunday, where we will be discussing the film Stabavarius. Good night. Good morning. Good day. Be well.